The NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Teams will be getting sharper every time out.
So here are the Jazz starting five. George out there with Bailey. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Jackson in at the 4 slot. And for the Celtics, White and Brown team up as the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. 2 elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Markkanen misses. And here's Boston.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024, Doris.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
At the line with 1 shot.
And Doris, very disciplined are the Celtics at the defensive end of the floor.
And BA, they do something that great defensive teams do. They limit their fouls. They don't gamble for steals. They try to give up one contested shot. At the rim, it's all about verticality.
Kessler with a bucket.
Well, Walker Kessler owns that part of the floor, going through defenders for the finish.
The Celtics on offense. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Listen, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
Now here's Markkanen. Coming off a 22-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
Tatum, a screen on Markkanen. Here's White on the take. And he buries his first look.
Well, that's the intelligence that Derek White plays with. This guy in pick-and-roll action always seems to make the right decision.
George outside. Pass to Markkanen. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today. Obviously, we've seen Lauri Markkanen make a considerable leap. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
Tatum from long range. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
George passes to Kessler. Utah moving the ball around. And finished off by Kessler.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Right side Brown. Tipped. Here's Bailey. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Utah team.
They should have steamrolled this club last year, but that's not how it played out.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Allie. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Oh, that's a great block. Jackson protecting the house.
Jackson with a screen on Pritchard. George passes to Jackson. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's George. No made baskets yet. Kessler, a screen on Pritchard. To the middle. Kessler with a bucket.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Boston trailing. Pritchard with it. He really had an off game against the Rockets. That shot wide open. Brown's got 6.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. Here's George. Takes a 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Now here's Brown. He has 6. Outside Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
George passes to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Pass to George. Back to Jackson. Launches a 3. George, no good. Celtics lead by 4. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's Pritchard, picked by Vucevic. There's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
George passes to Kessler. Back to George. Kessler, a screen on Pritchard. George for 3. And there's Kessler on the assist by George. George has got his 6th assist of the night.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Now here's Brown. He has 6. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Yep, that one's good.
With that shot in his bag, George doesn't have to get all the way to the rim.
Now Pritchard. He's got 5. Outside White. Takes the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. in for Derek White. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Nurkic has checked in for Kessler. Filipowski comes in for Jackson. Sensabaugh is checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Collier in for Bailey. Jazz trail by 8. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's Nurkic. For 3, Collier. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans, but all-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down-shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Nurkic. Crafty move. Rebounded by the Celtics. Down low. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Utah moving the ball around. To the paint. Filipowski, pass to Nurkic. Chalk up 2 there.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Celtics lead by 5. Outside Tatum. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 8.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Here's Collier. To the inside. Nurkic's shot is good. Nurkic has got his second basket on the night.
Well, everyone knows foul line and down is where Yusuf Nurkic does his best work.
To the right side. Here's Shireman. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Pass to Collier. Fires the 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. 6-point lead. Yes, it's good. 10 points for him.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Here's Sensabaugh. His last outing, we saw him score 22. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And so it's Boston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the 3-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Celtics lead by 6. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Shireman in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5. Lets it go from the wing. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Celtics lead by 8. And for the Jazz, their shooting has been tremendous. 63% for the game and scoring with confidence. Oh, Markkanen drills the 3.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
And here's Pritchard. Inside, here's Queta. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Collier, no good.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Boston in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Jazz trail by 7. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that it takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. And it's Boston scoring again.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Back to Markkanen from behind the arc. Queta pulls it in.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, BA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. On defense, the Celtics. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Filipowski with it. Yet to see a basket. Utah moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Sensabaugh. Can they get it? And another miss by Utah. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. To the paint. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Oh, boy, he attacks, but how about that rim protection? That is so good.
To the inside. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Walsh. Off target from 3-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Collier. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Boston leading by 12. Right side, White. Wide open look. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. White's got 7 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Down low. Here's Nurkic. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Forget about Nurkic not minding contact. This guy invites contact.
White, the pass to Hauser. Back to White. Lets it go from deep. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Nurkic. It's tipped. To the left side wing. Here's Collier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. And it's in there. He's got 5. We've just started up this season, Grant. What's important for players right now?
You know, I think it's finding a good routine, especially for those on new teams. The earlier you figure out what works for you, the quicker you'll get comfortable.
White can't hit. Jazz trail by 13. Pass to Sensabaugh. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Utah shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Changes for Boston. Tatum, he's checked in for Walsh. And it's Brown in for Pritchard. Then for Utah, Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jackson comes in for Filipowski. And it's George in for Collier. And that one misses. And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
BA, I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
On the wing, Tatum. The 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 11.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
George finds Markkanen. They set the pick. It's Markkanen scoring inside.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
Boston leading by 9. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Tatum, a screen on Kessler. Here's Queta. Back to Hauser. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Boy, strong denial by Kessler at the rim. The 7-footer having none of it.
Jackson outside. George feels it out a bit to the middle. And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. White on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, he is asked to do so many different things for whatever team he's on. But Derek White right now, aggressive hunting his shots.
On the wing, Hauser. 5 points in the game. Outside White. They set a pick. Back to Hauser. Puts up a 3. Utah grabs the miss. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road. Jackson can't get it to go. Boston leading by 10. Outside White. Pass to Queta. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
That's an excellent decision. Playing in the pick and roll, just understanding where the windows are, delivers it right in the pocket.
Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Kessler, and finished off by Kessler.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
They set the screen. Down low. Here's Queta. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Back to George. Marketed for 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
The shooting skill of Lauri Markkanen is undeniable. He is locked in on the catch.
Hauser outside. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of basketball. Count it. Jazz trail by 11. Now here's George. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
To the inside, Queta. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, this is where you see Jaylen Brown has evolved as a playmaker for his teammates. That's a pretty pass.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
George passes to Markkanen. The 3 is up. Rebound Boston. Queta's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Hauser. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Hauser's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Markkanen. The D's right on him. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. Here's Kessler. The Jazz again can't hit. White for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Derek White getting it done for Boston. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. It's clear he's in a good rhythm. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
Checking out the Celtics, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And now let's talk about Derek White. Huge production tonight, and we're only halfway through this one.
His selections is touch phenomenal. It's the kind of shooting night some people dream about, except for me. He's doing it in real life. You know what I mean, Ernie?
Yeah, I do. Efficient, effective, and making it look effortless.
Effortless.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
So it's Boston now. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Bailey, Jaren Jackson out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's George, and it's Kessler in at the center position.
They're always looking for ways to put Jason Tatum in positions to attack. No better way than in pick and roll action.
George passes to Kessler. George outside. Here's Bailey. Nice D from Brown.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Tatum with a screen. Jacks up a 3. Kessler with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to George. Now here's Jackson. Lets it fly. George, no good. Boston leading by 18. Kick out to Brown. On the wing, Hauser. Picked by Vucevic. There's the triple. Hauser, that's good. Hauser's got 13.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
To the paint. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. And the more experience George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season. And we know this, the guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
Pass to Markkanen. Hauser grabs the board. Hauser's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Guys, back to you.
You'd love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Out left to the wing. Vucevic in the post. He's covered by Kessler. Outside, Brown. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 13.
Jaylen Brown with the immediate answer from three-point territory. Yes, sir.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Richards checked in for Boston. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Well, talk about rim protection. Last season, they were patrolling the paint, rejecting shots at will.
Here's George. Kessler passes to George. From the arc. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Boston leading by 18. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And there's Pritchard. That's good. On the assist by Brown. Pritchard's got 10.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Markkanen outside. Pritchard against George. Pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. That three's off the mark. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. There's Tatum with the three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Bailey, defended by Brown. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's gotten his third basket of the night.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
Boston's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Outside Tatum. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Three-pointer. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Celtics lead by 20. Now Pritchard. 10 points for him. Inside. Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here they come. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
For this rookie, Ace Bailey, a big part of his development will be drawing fouls, figuring out ways to pressure the defense.
And he knocks down the first one. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous. Yeah, a versatile scorer and intimidating defender. Ace Bailey's confidence and length are why he went in the top 5.
To the middle. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Jazz trail by 20. Pass to Bailey. Jackson outside. From deep. On target from range. Jackson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Well, Doris, when you look at the skill set Jason Tatum possesses, what specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game.
White, he's checked in for Boston. George against Pritchard. And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, Kessler off his feet in a hurry. The timing of the lob was perfect.
Picked by Vucevic. Pass to Tatum. Now Vucevic. 14 feet away. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, what anticipation from the Montenegrin center. Vucevic reading the defense well on the catch and shoot.
George passes to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Here's the three. Offensive board. Kessler. Count that one. Kessler's got 18 points in the game.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
And Brown with the stuff.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Jazz trail by 18. Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen outside. Fires from deep. Boston pulls it in. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Pritchard. Oh, he's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Markkanen for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds in the game.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Group substitution here for Boston. Cadis checked in for Vucevic. Walsh comes in for Tatum. Harper, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Shireman comes in for White. Celtics lead by 20. Here's Shireman. Back to Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the pick. From downtown. Drains the triple. Pritchard's got 15 points.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Pass to Sensabaugh. 1:43 left in the third quarter here. To halt the run. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got rebound number 7 tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Sensabaugh. From outside the arc. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And here's Pritchard. 15 points in the game. And he dunks it down.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Pass to Nurkic. And here's Filipowski. Back to Nurkic. Here's Mikhailuk. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Mikhailuk's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And here's Boston. They're on a 13-5 run. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Collier. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And one thing about this game, Grant, On any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Tatum at the 4 with Keita in at the 5. Then it's Sam Hauser, then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Pritchard with it to the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Pass to Markkanen. And the shot goes in. Markkanen's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Now here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. And there's the drive. Rebound, Utah. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Pass to Markkanen. Lets the 3 fly. Tatum pulls it in.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Now Pritchard to the inside. Hauser, that's good.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The 3 ball. Keita pulls it in. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Tatum from long range. Offensive rebound. Hands it from the wing. Tatum's got 20.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Inside. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. 4-3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Pass to Keita. It's hauled in by Collier. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Now here's Filipowski. Down low. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Tatum, good. Tatum's got 11 in the second half.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Markkanen up top, defended by Hauser. Pass to Collier. This one for 3. The rebound, Celtics. Keita's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The kick to Tatum. Launches it. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
They've had a hard time shutting down the 3-point shot.
Here's Collier. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Jackson, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Bailey comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Pass to Gonzalez for three. Rebounded by Bailey. For Utah, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. That one drops for him.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Shireman. Off target at the rim.
Unbelievable. He blew that look, guys. No clue what went wrong there.
Bailey, the pass to Jackson. Here we go. Here's Gonzalez. Again, the miss by Boston. Utah's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Filipowski. Defense is right there. Markkanen for 3. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got rebound number 11. Here's Shireman. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
And there it is for him. Markkanen's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, you can see with Markkanen's build, he can just force his way through contact.
There's a screen to the paint. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Walsh. Clock at 6. Three-pointer Pritchard. The rebound by the Jazz.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
George. Rebounded by the Celtics. Queta's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to Walsh. Here's Gonzalez. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Boston, timeout. Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
Time for our presentation of the player of the game, Jason Tatum.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. The Celtics have gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. George against White. Here's Gonzalez. The 3 ball. Nails it from 3. Gonzalez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside.